That is actually what genocide is. When you want to kill as many Jews as you can kill.
That's the problem, Piers.
Yeah, but that is genocide.
No, that is the problem. You always say that they want to kill the Jews.
They
Piers,
do.
That is dangerous. You and I know that.
But they do.
Our problem is not against the Jews.
They don't make any secret of it.
No. Our problem is not with the Jews. And even Hamas' problem is not with the Jews. It is with the Israelis.
Why do they kill so many Jews then?
They did not kill Jews. They killed Israelis. And I don't justify killing of Israel. It's not that I want them to kill Israelis.
What religion do you suspect
difference.
most of the Israelis were?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, it makes a huge difference. They were not attacked because they were Jews. They were attacked because they were Israelis. It's a huge difference.
How many of the people who were killed were not Jewish?
It doesn't matter. But would you like?
Of course it matters.
No, it matters. Let me ask you a question. So many Palestinians were killed. Thousands of Palestinians were killed. Would you call Israel killed the Muslims in Gaza? You would say the Palestinians. And the Israelis were Israelis. They were not there as Jews. They were there as Israelis. And that is dangerous, Piers. It's not a religious war. This is a war between colonization and colonized, occupiers and occupied. People who have been living under blockade, under siege, under occupation for the past 77 years. It's not with the Jews. We never had a problem with the Jews. We love the Jews as much as we love the Christians.
But you have a problem with Israelis?
Of course, we have a problem with the Israelis as occupiers.
How can you say you have no problem with the Jews, but you have a problem with the Israelis, given that most Israelis are Jewish?
I'm just astonished that you can't make the difference between the Jews and the Israelis, Piers.
And you say it's because they're Israelis, not Jewish.
Because they're occupiers, because they occupied our country.
And they're Jewish.
No, just because they occupied our country, because they're colonizers, because they came to our country, kicked us out in 1948, and they killed thousands of Palestinians, including my grandparents.
You know why Israel was set up. It was set up after World War II, in which Jewish people were the victims of an appalling Holocaust by Hitler and the Nazis, where 6 million of them were exterminated purely because of their ethnicity and being Jewish.
That's correct.
So the Jewish people were given the state of Israel.
My country.
Well, okay, I understand. Listen, I understand that argument. I understand the whole history and the whole argument. But it wasn't Israelis given that place. It was the Jewish people.
Yeah, but who are you to give the Jewish people my country?
I'm not giving it to them.
I'm not talking about you personally. Yeah. I'm talking about those who send the Zionists to come and kill our families and take our lands. We have a problem with the occupiers, Piers. We don't have a problem with the Jews.